Next on our agenda this morning is the remarks by our General Manager, Joe Diglio. Please join me in welcoming Joe.
Thanks, Ken, and good morning. Many of you can see that I'm sporting an orange tie. It's really because I am trying to see the sunshine in here versus some of the dismal clouds. Not necessarily the sporting team that I root for, which is Syracuse, which unfortunately didn't play Michigan State. But nonetheless, I am here today sporting orange. You know, it's nice to see such a large turnout here today as we celebrate our 100th year of existence. Not many organizations can claim that esteemed honor, and I certainly can look out into the audience and see many of you that have had the contributions and hard work and dedication to making us what we are today. You know, it's from our current members to our retired members to our business partners, to our employees, to our retired employees, to our customers, to the many folks that have made this organization special. A heartfelt thank you, because we certainly wouldn't be here today celebrating it if it wasn't for the efforts of everybody. You know, Michigan Milk doesn't establish itself and or exist for 100 years by having one person lead the charge. It's all of us working together, and certainly we're all a testament to that as we continue with our mission of marketing our members' milk to the greatest advantage possible. I feel fortunate to be the one standing here before you today, considering the legacy and the strong history. I've spent nearly a quarter of a century working for member owners, and quite frankly, have never imagined that I would work for such a rewarding industry, the dairy. Now, I'm not saying every day's been wonderful and rosy, and for many of you can attest to that as well, as we've gone through trials and tribulations through the years. But what I am saying is that it's been a very gratifying travels through the history and through the many years of existence, and to see the transitions that we've seen over the years, it's really been quite amazing. This organization has been through a lot, and when you think about it, there's been many significant events that have taken place during our tenure. You know, when MMPA was founded back in 1916, the U.S. was in the midst of World War I. Other events like the invention of penicillin, World War II, Pearl Harbor, the Civil Rights Movement, the Vietnam War, the first man on the moon, and 9/11. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the invention of social media, have all been part of what has unfolded as we've progressed. Over 100 years, many events have shaped the world, and yet MMPA has remained steadfast. We as an organization should be proud of what we've accomplished and build off of the many successes we have garnered over the years. Even through the difficult times, the core of MMPA has survived and thrived. 2015 was a challenging year, and it appears that there'll be more challenges ahead. But a quick look back over the last century proves that we've weathered times like this, and we've came out of alive and well. During the Great Depression, farmers were ready to undo the organization. But with President Nathan Hall's strong leadership, MMPA emerged from the Depression stronger than ever. In 1950, fair share rioters tried to divide MMPA and threw stones at loyal co-op members. Now, I don't see this happening today. However, I'm Italian, and I have a relative or two that would be willing to help us in case it does. We have gone through from operating in a localized environment to a state, regional, and now global world. The transition has been taxing to the system, yet extremely instrumental in remaining relevant in today's climate. Reflecting on our many successes, a few core values have been our guiding principles that have helped us shape the organization throughout the years and has positioned us well for the future with opportunities that will surface. MMPA is officially adopting these core values to guide us into the next century. Quality is one of them. Year after year, the results of milk coming off the farm improve and have made our products more recognizable in the market. Examples of this recognition is the percentage of National Quality Award winners over the last 4 years. MMPA has had the distinct honor of receiving 56% of the national awards. Pretty impressive and eye-opening, don't you think? The strong farm practices and commitment to delivering a fresh, wholesome product allows MMPA to do its part in feeding the world safely. Quality isn't taken lightly by anyone within the organization and has become an integral part of our business today. As an example of our commitment, MMPA offers services like milker training, mastitis management, in order to provide assistance to those who need. Beyond the quality delivered from the farm level is the attention to details at our manufacturing facilities. By attaining SQF Level 3 at both of our facilities, it demonstrates our efforts and pledge in producing a superior milk ingredient. It's very easy to talk a good game about quality, yet to make it work requires a fairly substantial commitment in attitudes and practices, both of which our team has embraced. While quality is expected, it would be a mistake in believing we have mastered all there is to the process. Consistency, dedication, pride, all must reside with each of us in order to achieve our desired goal of producing the highest quality milk and milk products, including our award-winning butter. The second core value is integrity. As a grassroots organization where member owners play an instrumental role in governance, trust and reputation become a critical part of our DNA. Continuing to operate in a manner that our founding members have established 100 years ago is important and relevant in maintaining relationships and strong leadership during a changing environment. Membership has its privileges, including electing those who project and carry themselves as honorably as those they follow. I cannot possibly name all of those who have played such a role in achieving this core value. What I can say is that it's recognizable with our board of directors, employees, and business partners that we work with today. Now more than ever, it's important to have those who exude and demonstrate high integrity as part of the team, especially as we navigate through the turbulent environment. You know, in the words of President Eisenhower, the supreme quality for leadership is unquestionably integrity. With it, no real success is possible, no matter whether it's on a football field or in an army or in an office. A pretty fitting comment, don't you think? MMPA has been a trustworthy organization that has operated ethically and supportive to the industry as a whole. People often define integrity as doing the right thing when no one else is around. However, I believe it's the ability to act honestly and ethically no matter what the circumstances are. In order to survive the many events that have taken place over the years of our existence, integrity has and will continue to play a critical role in our survival. From those who represent the membership to those who work for you, each and everyone must commit to the notion integrity is important. Another key core value is progressive. When we look back over the years to see the transformation of the world and where it is today versus a few years ago, it's pretty amazing. I mean, just think a minute. Back in the 60s, we were talking about Cuba and how tense the relationships were with the U.S. Now, we're talking about opportunities to expand our global footprint in the business relationships with the country. MMPA has seen its fair share of progressiveness, starting with our members. Today, the exceptional quality on our farm production continues to achieve record-level results. New farm techniques, strong practices, and technology all help MMPA members produce the quality milk that it does today. The way milk is produced is a great story on how environmentally friendly operations are in helping preserve and accomplish the mission of feeding the world. working with the consumer by identifying the benefits behind dairy and how we farm today is another example of progressiveness and cooperation. Operational efficiency at our plants continue to improve while adhering to strong quality practices that is so important for our customers. These assets provided many outlets not available in the past, but give MMPA the opportunity to capture new markets for future growth. A new form of business alliances was formed recently, and that's another area in which we've been progressive. As the industry comes to grow in this region, collaboration and cooperation will be instrumental in moving the business forward. While it has been and continues to be important to own assets, working with others in a way where costs could be reduced is one way the industry wins as a whole. Progressive thinking on how to align resources within an area is an opportunity in the future to secure additional value without disrupting the system negatively. A fourth core value is community. MMPA places great value in sharing the industry's story with those who have little knowledge or experience with dairy. From state and county fairs to the youth of 4-H clubs, telling our story helps promote the visibility and the assurances on the importance of nutrition and what role we play with it. The networks established by our dairy communicators and events such as Breakfast on the Farm help us educate the non-farming communities. Opening our operations and sharing our practices as well as demonstrating our stewardship of the land helps provide clarity on any misconceptions. Dairy farmers have a valuable story to tell, and it's important that we work to get the message out. Supporting these types of programs are and will continue to be an important part of what MMPA stands for. In addition to communicating the story about dairy, MMPA takes pride in providing assistance to those in need. Recent donations to the food bank and the community of Flint, with a few industry partners like Kroger's and Prairie Farms, is just a small example of how MMPA has helped others in a time of need. While at a time where it could be easy to turn our back, MMPA chose to act and assist a community in need. Responding this way was a great example of how we believe in our communities and the importance of participating when we can help. Last but certainly not least is leadership. Now, I can spend a day up here talking about all the great leaders the association has had over the years, but I won't. People like Glenn Lake, Elwood Kirkpatrick, Jack Barnes, Walt Washy, and John Dillon, all which have had made their own marks with the association in the era that they operated in. MMPA has never been short on leadership, especially when it comes to national issues. More important today is staying connected at the state and national level, and one should not underestimate the importance of having a reliable source that can carry the message on behalf of the membership. We've been very fortunate to have strength in this area, and with Ken Nobis serving as our president, the trend has not stopped. While we might not have everything placed in front of us that we like, we must understand that without a voice or a seat at the table, things could be much different. MMPA has been a respected organization in the initial years of existence and continues to be. Leadership has navigated the association through good times and bad. We will continue to have challenges in front of us, but with unity, collaboration, support among industry participants, we can and will make a difference. Times have changed, and we must be willing to adapt our thinking to be more global. With leadership from your elected board members and the team that works diligently on your behalf, we can and will move MMPA into the next century of existence. Thinking about the past and how we do things is nice, yet thinking about what we accomplished together is exciting and forward-thinking. We are proud of our past, but also have a strong vision for our future. We've had challenges in the past, and certainly we'll experience more, but staying together through it will help us become more relevant in the industry. Our foundation has been set by those we have followed. It is now where we establish our legacy for those who follow us. I couldn't be prouder of working for an industry that impacts so many people in the world as we continue to educate those who buy our products, work with those who have a need for our production, and find ways to help those in need of assistance. We can and will succeed. Thank you for playing a role in our past, present, and future. I look forward to the continuation of MMPA more than what we were. I'm proud to be part of an organization that cares in making a difference in the world, and I want all of you to enjoy today. You've earned it. Thank you very much.